Hey you guys, it's Fraser Beauty. This is going to be mainly a look with the Lorac Palette 3 is the main reason I did it. But it's pretty much like a get ready with me, which I think is pretty awesome. Those colors are just gorgeous. Amethyst is probably my favorite color out of all of them, which is that reddish purple. I got black on my hand. But yeah, so those colors are amazing. That color I'm using is Rose Bronze, which is really good. I didn't put a primer on or anything because I wanted to show you how well they worked without a primer. Went ahead and grabbed my setting spray, sprayed my brush a little bit just to kind of foil the shadow just on my lid. And I apply it. And these brushes that I'm using are the It Cosmetics starter set. They're at Ulta right now, I believe, and they are fantastic. I wish I could have, I should have spent the money ages ago, but I didn't. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's like 12 at night right now. And I'm just laying here doing a voiceover of my makeup. And then that color I used is Clay, I believe, is the color that I'm using right now. Which I just love that color, especially for transitioning between in your crease. And by the way, I did get my hair cut. I absolutely love it. That is terracotta that I'm using to kind of lighten up and warm up the very, very edge of my color. Just so it blends a little bit better and adds a little bit more warmth to it. Less muddy looking, I guess, is what I was going for. And that one is Canvas. And I use the big, huge brush that comes in the starter set. And I absolutely love that brush. Put a ton on it and just washed it over. It matches my skin tone perfectly, so it blends everything just completely seamlessly. And also is like a little mini highlight for my face. And then what's next? Oh, Almond Pearl, I believe is what it's called. Or Pearl Almond or something like that. And that's going to be in my inner corner. Just kind of brighten things up over there. And I do blend this out later. Because that is strong. And there we go. Blending it out nice and pretty. Oh boy, I'm trying to find everything. This I'm using dark brown, and I'm going ahead and deepening up the color in my crease. Now there's another look I want to that I do with that amethyst color that is just gorgeous. But this is kind of more of a neutral eye. This isn't anything special. This is pretty much one of my everyday looks that I usually do. Now for the liner. So this is a combo. It came with the brush, and I didn't think I'd like the brush at first, at all, which I can do a video on the Tartist liner. But that brush itself, I was really not happy about it at first because it felt stiff, but now I'm just in love with it. Now I figured I'd do my liner. I'm speeding this up, but I figured I'd go ahead and do my liner and show you guys how hard it is to do my liner, and then for some reason I ended up doing it almost perfectly. So that was a fail. Well, I guess a win on my part, since how hard it is to do liner. But yeah, we're going ahead and getting it done. I like doing the wing out first, getting the inner corners, because I tend to flutter my eyes quite often when I'm right in those inner corners. I do have to go back and dip quite a bit. But I really like the paint. One thing I do not like about it, though, is it takes a little while to dry. So don't sit there and start squinting your eyes, especially if you have hooded eyes. Don't do anything crazy, because then it'll immediately cover all over the thing. But just doing like a simple small wing like I'm doing works out just fine. This is the Benefit Be Real mascara. I absolutely love it. It does a really good job of lengthening my lashes and separating them, because I have fairly thin lashes. It's not thick, but I have a lot of them, and it's the same with my hair. I have very thin hair, but I have a lot of it. This is the NYX, just a pencil, and I need to sharpen it. It's just one of their black pencils. I love how creamy they are. They remind me so much of Urban Decay's pencils, but these ones I don't believe are waterproof like the Urban Decays. And I really should have done that beforehand, but I didn't. I go ahead and after and I fix up my mascara. I'm looking over and checking everything. Yep, see. I tend to close my eyes. I like getting right at the root and coming all the way up. But there's a downside to it, because the moment I do that, and especially if I don't have any eyeliner on, it's easy if I have eyeliner. But if I don't have any eyeliner on, I tend to smack myself in the eye and then run my shadow. If I don't have any liner, I am now doing the brow pomade. That's Anastasia of Beverly Hills pomade I've been using. I have that and the powder. I'm trying out the pomade. I really like it because it keeps my brows in place and it does a really good job. But I don't know. I really like the powder a lot better. It's so easy to do it. I haven't done it to where I use the pomade and I do the powder over yet, but it's definitely something I'm going to try. Fixing everything up. This is just a basic shadow, line out and everything else. What I'm going to do after is fix it up and blend it out. And this is the Pure by Arabella, I believe. They are a 24-piece set. Beautiful brushes. They're all natural hair, I believe. I'm grabbing the spoolie because that's the one I'll need to blend everything out. It kind of just softens everything and gets rid of all the sharpness of my eyebrows, because I'm not a big fan of them being like super sharp and overpowering. I need to groom them again and get them fixed. Oh, it's my husband. He was getting ready to work. He has a night shift. He works graveyards. And then going over with lipstick. I actually got this from a friend. It's Chocolate Raspberry by Laura Geller. It's one of my coworkers went and got a bowl. She had gotten a bunch of them, and they were in like a set or something, and it was too dark for her, she felt, so she went ahead and gave it to me, and I love it. It's perfect. It's a perfect, like, relaxing nude. It doesn't show up like crazy. I'm using Ex-Girlfriend from the Urban Decay Vice lip palette, which I love. And as you can see, Conspiracy was used so much. Just adding a little bit extra. Now I am adding Becca's. My daughter wanted to be a part of it. Anyway, I ended up being in, that's Becca's liquid highlighter in Opal. And I'm using one of the brushes, which I'm not a fan of that brush at all. I don't think that brush is good for liquids in any way, shape, or form, or creams or whatever I was using. It just didn't blend. It just, as you can see, I really had to work it in and get it all figured out. It does fantastic with powders. It doesn't take too much and doesn't take too little, but not good with creams. I'm not happy with it when it comes to creams. It took quite a while to get it all blended in. When the It Cosmetics one, the synthetic, seemed to work better. Oh, these are the Eco Tools brushes. I went ahead and, no, that's another brush from the Pure Arabella. And I went ahead and put what was left. Because the one thing I don't like about the Becca is the pump itself. It's great for over the face as a highlighter, and it gives you enough for like your entire face. But if you're just wanting to do like little highlights here and there, you just end up with so much afterwards and so much wasted product, which just really sucks. And we're almost done kissing my husband goodbye to work. Oh, and then I forgot. I forgot my contour, and I've been using up the Jane in Power. I figure once I'm done, I've already hit pan, but once I finish using it, I'm going right back to Hoola. I believe it's Benefit Hoola Bronzer, yes. That one is my favorite, but I really, really like this one. It worked really, really well during the summer, and it does a really, really good job. This is one of the big fan brushes, also from that 24 palette. I got it off of Amazon for only like $15 or something like that. The brushes are super soft for being such cheap brushes, which I'm really happy about. And again, I'm just messing around with different brushes and seeing how I like them. Seeing what uses for what. I think I'd like that one better for a powder highlight. And I believe I'm pretty much well done. Yep, we're all done. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. All the information and the links for everything are down below. And like and subscribe and check back.